Hi guys, I'm Carly. A question that I get asked a lot is how I got into training. So I thought I would basically share that with you today. So I first started going to the gym when I was about 18. Initially, my main reason for wanting to train was to be thin. I'd always been quite chubby as a teenager, never very comfortable with my own body at all. So I joined a local gym and I basically did what I think most of you out there will do, and I jumped on a treadmill and I literally spent the next 10 years on a treadmill. Quite boring really. I literally didn't even notice any of the rest of the gym. I just kind of thought that's not for me. The weight section completely intimidated me. Saw loads of like buff guys in there and I thought that's just not where I need to be at all. Okay, so I was literally, like I say, I was on the treadmill, or even the rower. Sometimes I used to mix it up, and I would literally go in and think, right, today I'm gonna burn off 300 calories. For me, going to the gym was very much a chore. It really wasn't something fun, and alongside kind of going to the gym, I was really restricted with my eating. So I would eat a very low amount of calories a day, and I would think I was going to the gym to kind of burn that off. So all of this kind of just eating salads, other things that I thought were healthy like cereal bars and low-fat yogurts and things like that, they pretty much formed my diet. To be honest, I was always hungry. I got quite down and depressed, and I made no difference to my body. Yeah, I sometimes got a bit smaller, but my actual body shape didn't change, and I think that's what I wasn't happy with. So yeah, I'm spending hours in the gym, making no real changes in my body, hungry all the time, feeling quite low, and that I got quite obsessive as well. Got quite obsessive with calories. I got obsessive with food. The more I felt like I wasn't making progress and I wasn't happy with my body, the more I thought the thing to do was to eat less. And some of you might know that then turned into a really serious eating disorder. So I had various different eating disorders, from bulimia. I had anorexia for a couple of years, and I also used to abuse laxatives as well, and that became my life for about the next 12 years, and I basically felt really fed up, and I wanted to find a different way of doing things. So these days I train for completely different reasons. So first and foremost, I train because I love it. I think that most people, when they start going to the gym, pretty much want to look good naked. I mean, who doesn't? I know I do. But for me, kind of looking good is more of a byproduct of the training itself. So it's a much bigger thing. Training for me is about having something that's always there for me, whether I'm happy, whether I'm successful, whether I'm feeling down, whether I'm feeling depressed. And I'll tell you many times when I have felt depressed, and the gym's kind of been my go-to place. So yeah, my first thing now is because I love it. The next reason that I really enjoy training is because it's really character building. Coming to the gym and training kind of 5 or 6 times a week like I do, sometimes twice a day, depending on kind of what's going on, what my goals are at the time. It requires a ton of discipline, and that's something that I really inject into the rest of my life. So the discipline that I use to get myself out of bed when I'm tired, when I'm knackered, I'm hungry, and come to the gym, I apply to business, I apply to work, I apply to study, I apply it to relationships, you name it. It all kind of works together. Okay, so the other reasons why I train are to get stronger. So who doesn't want to get stronger? So I now, rather than set myself goals for kind of inch loss or weight loss, I mean, I'll hand on heart say I haven't been on the scales for a number of years now, and I don't think I ever will again. Don't think I need to. I'll set myself challenges in the gym. So how much can I squat? How much can I deadlift? That's what kind of motivates me these days. I look at the 50 kilogram weights. I won't lie to you, I want to pick them up and I want to start bicep curling them. So that's my kind of goal at the moment. I also a thing that really motivates me to train now is my job. So I really am passionate about empowering other people through training, and kind of I'd like to think that I can be that kind of person who can help other people in a way that I never had when I first started training. So just going back to what I said, initially I spent literally 10 years on a treadmill making no changes to my body. That to me is ridiculous. I wish I had a Carly when I first started training. Health as well, that's a big one, perhaps should have been at the top of my list. So you know, I'm coming up to 33 now. I'm starting to think about my health, so training for me is really important to me. So my reasons for training today are a lot more positive than they were back in the day. So it's a lot less about burning calories. And yeah, I want to look good, who doesn't? But for me, kind of looking good is more of a side effect of training. There are a lot more other reasons why I come to the gym consistently and eat smart as well. So what I want you to do is sit down and think about why you train. Your reasons for training might be completely different to my own. Most people do just literally want to look good naked, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. If that keeps you going to the gym consistently and long term, then that's fine. I think that adding a more positive goal will just give you even more motivation, even more push to train. So I want you to think about how you can think outside of the box and make really positive changes, not just for the short term, but forever. What, have we not finished filming?